Hello everyone, and welcome to another tutorial. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this video, which is a football keep the video in sync. Make sure it makes sense, also a bit of humor at the end there as well. So let me show you exactly what we need for this one. Firstly, obviously, we have our footage here, and then once that's done, we go into effects, right? And then from effects, we want to find an effect that has some sort of motion blur on it, or something like that. So I think these ones are quite good because they do have some sort of motion blur. But if not, just pick any one really. It doesn't matter which one you use. But for example, I'll choose this one. And now when I put it onto my clip, you can see it looks pretty cool already. Like it does look nice, but we don't want it looking too much like this, because it will look very weird if we leave it like that. So what we want to do next is add a transition to get rid of all those black lines. So we're going to go back into effects again, and then we're going to search up transitions. Now with transitions, there's loads of different types of transitions that you could use. But personally, I would recommend using Newsflash just because it works better than most other ones, in my opinion anyway. So yeah, we've got Newsflash over here. And then we're going to try out a few more, see which one suits best. So I think this one called Newsflash 2 might work. Yeah, I think that one works quite nicely. So I'm going to save both of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and delete everything else from the effects tab, okay? Perfect. So now we've got 2 new effects saved, and we're going to drag them down onto each part of the clips where we want them. So basically, wherever you want your transition to start is where you should place the first one. And then wherever you want your transition to finish is where you should place the last one. So I'm placing mine about halfway through the whole thing. Okay, so now we've placed them. All we need to do is adjust their timing so that they fit perfectly together. So I'm dragging this one forward, and then I'm dragging this one backwards until they meet in the middle. Perfect. So now they're lined up perfectly, and they're ready to play. So let's press play and see what happens. Oh wow, that actually worked quite well. Look at that, that was amazing. So now we know that the transitions work. What we need to do is add some text. So I'm going to click on text. Then I'm going to type in whatever words I want. So I'm typing in keep the video in sync. Make sure it makes sense, also a bit of humor at the end there as well. So after I've typed in my words, I'm going to change the font style to something that fits the theme. So I'm changing it to this one, and then I'm going to resize it so it fits across the screen properly. And then I'm going to move it around until it sits exactly where I want it to sit. So it's sitting above the players' heads, as you can see there. And then I'm going to duplicate. So I'm duplicating it by clicking on the 3 dots on top of the text box, and then pressing duplicate, and then I'm moving it along so it matches up with the rest of the text boxes. So it says keep the video in sync. Make sure it makes sense, also bit of humor at the end there as well. So now we've duplicated the text. What we need to do is edit its timing so that it comes out at the same time as the original text. So I'm dragging this one forwards, and then I'm dragging this one backwards until they come out at the exact same time. So now they're coming out at the exact same time. And now we need to edit the duration. So I'm going to select both of them by holding down Shift on my keyboard. And then I'm going to drag it along until it reaches the correct length. So I'm dragging it along until it reaches the correct length. And now it's reached the correct length. And now we need to edit the animation. So I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to find an animation that I like. So I'm scrolling down. Oh, this one looks nice. This one looks nice. So I'm selecting this one, and then I'm applying it to both of the text boxes at the exact same time. So I'm applying it to both of them. And now I'm adjusting the speed. So I'm increasing the speed so that it goes faster. And now I'm decreasing the speed so that it slows down a little bit. And now I'm adding the final touches. So I'm going to the sound library and finding a sound that I like. So I found this one, and now I'm going to apply it to every single clip. So I'm dragging dragging it along. Cultura.